Have you ever heard a song that sounds like this big, proud, patriotic anthem, but it's actually just a complete takedown of the very thing it's celebrating? Well, today we're diving into something called the Asphaltican rant. It's this really sharp piece of satire that pulls you in with the whole American dream vibe, only to completely smash it to pieces. Let's break this thing down.
So it all kicks off with these lyrics. And you can just picture it, right? You can almost hear the soaring guitars, the deep, earnest voice of a country singer. It feels super familiar, very patriotic, maybe even a little cheesy. It's totally designed to make you feel comfortable, like you know exactly where this is going. But that, right there, is the trap.
And here is where things get weird. This is where the satire really starts to sink its teeth in. The lyrics take this hard left turn into the absurd. I mean, we're saluting parking lots? We're revering an SUV like it's some kind of god? The anthem says freedom is the right to sit in traffic and die in your car? This isn't about pride in your country, it's about pride in pavement. And that's our first big clue that something is way off here.
And then this happens. A loud, violent record scratch just cuts everything off. This is the pivot. This is the exact moment the whole performance just shatters, and that satirical mask is about to be ripped right off.
And there it is. The mask is gone. The narrator completely breaks character, interrupting his own song with this moment of, shocking self-awareness. He's not just questioning the lyrics anymore, he's questioning his entire life. This isn't just a change in the song, it's the beginning of a raw, unfiltered rant about the world he feels trapped in.
So this sudden moment of clarity just throws us headfirst into the narrator's rude awakening. He's done singing anthems. Now he's just rattling off the bleak, day-to-day reality of his life, stripping away any shred of romance about his suburban existence.
And here's that daily cycle of frustration laid bare. It's a life of sameness, of total inefficiency. He wakes up in a stucco box, drives 40 minutes just for a cup of coffee, has to fight for a parking spot, and then realizes half his money is just being eaten by his car, gas, insurance, and the traffic he's stuck in. You notice that? Every single complaint comes back to the automobile, the very thing that's supposed to be his symbol of freedom.
Okay, so this gets us to the absolute heart of the matter. This massive gap between the promise of suburban freedom and the narrator's actual lived reality. The rant builds its whole argument right here, contrasting that big ideal with the frustrating, boring truth.
This side-by-side comparison is really the core of the whole critique. On one side, you've got the promise, I'm free, the open road, right? But on the other side, you've got the reality, a life where your biggest choices are which traffic jam you want to be in or which fast food drive-thru you're going to use to, as he puts it, slowly kill ourselves. It's just a brutal takedown of what he sees as a completely broken promise. So let's see where this goes, because the critique is about to get a whole lot bigger. The narrator shifts gears from his own personal problems to this blistering spoken-word assault on the entire culture around him. It stops being a personal story and becomes a full-on societal indictment.
His first target? The way things look. I mean, wow. That line is just savage. It paints this picture of a world with no beauty, no character, just a sprawling landscape of functional, beige ugliness. It's a critique of the very environment we've built.
Next up, he takes a shot at the education system. The accusation here is that it's not about learning useful, real-world skills. Nope, it's all about conformity and following the rules, learning how to be compliant.
And his view of the professional world is just as grim. This metaphor of a meat grinder with a corporate login, it suggests this dehumanizing, soul-crushing system that just chews people up and spits them out.
And finally, he turns his sights on our entertainment culture. This argument is so sharp. He's saying that celebrity worship is just there to fill a void. It's a show we put on for ourselves so that people with empty lives can feel something by watching other people just pretend to be alive. It's not just a distraction. It's a symptom of something much deeper.
So after that furious spoken word section, the rant comes full circle. It goes back to the song format, but this time, there's no satire. There's no irony. It's just pure, unfiltered rejection.
Look at how he just systematically tears down all the symbols of this life. Cul-de-sacs, strip malls, the very things that define suburbia are just angrily tossed aside. He flat out calls the culture dead and says the whole promise of freedom is a complete and total lie. And here it is, the ultimate reversal. That opening line, I'm proud to be an Asphaltican, gets completely flipped on its head.
All that fake pride has soured into pure disgust. He now declares the entire system spiritually bankrupt. The transformation is 100% complete.
The whole thing ends on this final, darkly hilarious image. It's the ultimate expression of contempt, really. The world he's been describing is so awful that even visitors from another planet would be immediately disgusted. It's basically a mic drop moment of total and utter disillusionment.
So, what's the big takeaway here? The entire Asphaltican rant is really designed to leave us with this one nagging question. It's not really just about suburbs or cars. It's about the hidden price we pay for convenience. It forces you to ask yourself, in the race to make life easier, what have we maybe given up? Things like beauty, community, real human connection? Is that trade-off really worth it?